Good evening and welcome to another video cigar review. I'm Jerry from thestogieview.com and I am joined by my good friend Walt, and we have another edition of a joint video cigar review. And tonight Walt and I, we're going to review it for you the CAO Vision. Now everybody knows about this cigar. It is much talked about for a long time. It comes in that nice spiffy humidor that lights up and keeps everything all nice and humidified for you. We're smoking the Robusto size. It's actually called the Catalyst. It comes in at 5 inches long with a 50-inch ring gauge. And I think each cigar within a box, they come in boxes of, I think, 20. They come sequentially numbered. So I'm smoking number 6427. And when Walt comes on, he'll tell you what number he's smoking there. Walt, I think, already has his punched and lit. So
yeah, just got mine all finished up. I'm good to go now.
You're good to go now. So I'm going to hand it over to Walt, and I'm going to get mine clipped and lit. And see you soon, Walt.
All right. You mentioned yours was numbered 6427. Mine's 6422. I don't know if you can read that, but I got a picture of it for you, for those of you who can't. But one very important thing to note is that these were generously provided by Daniel, who goes by the handle Stogie on CigarLive.com. He was gracious enough to include us in a tasting panel, and he got Jerry and I out a CAO Vision to review, and well, here we are fulfilling our part of the agreement. So definitely thanks a lot, Daniel. I really appreciate the cigar.
Definitely. So, Walt, do you know how much these retail for?
Here in Pennsylvania, when I talked to the owner of my local shop, we still haven't seen them in my local shop as of yet. But he was mentioning that he's expecting them to run between 14 and 17 retail. So I'm sure if you go hunting and pecking online, you might be able to find them down closer to the $14 range. But because they're somewhat exclusive, you'll probably be paying the higher retail point.
Yeah, I thought the makeup of the cigar was going to be kind of like top secret, but it looks like we're dealing with a Dominican wrapper, a Dominican binder, and then a filler made up of Dominican, Nicaraguan, and Brazil tobaccos here.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, I know you said that you haven't seen them in any of your local cigar shops. I don't think I've seen them either. So thanks to Jeremy for providing these to us.
Daniel. Jeremy provided the Toronto episode we're going to be doing soon.
God. So many generous people out there, and it's easy to lose track of them. But thank you to Daniel.
So what do you think so far?
Well, wow, I got no circulation in the basement today. I got big clouds of smoke in front of the camera. I got to keep waving away. But if you can see through the smoke, that's a good thing too. I'm getting lots of smoke. The wrapper looks pretty good. There's a couple of dark veins, but overall it looks to be constructed real well. Nice and firm. My cap's a little shoddy though. It looks like it was put on in a rush. It's lifted on one side a little bit, which is why I punched it. I didn't want to take the chance of trying to clip it and then getting a little piece come off. But so far it's smoking real well. What do you think as far as flavor goes?
I think it's a little too early to tell so far. I'm getting a little just that natural smooth tobacco taste right now. But I haven't heard or read too much about it since it came out. But it looks like it's going to be a great time here. It looks like it started off burning real even, and like you said, lots of smoke, and draw seems to be pretty good so far. So I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, I'm very happy with this one as well. So I guess we have to take a quick break and come back and touch base on the first third in just a second, really.
All right, Walt and I, we're back, and we're smoking our CAO Vision, the Catalyst size. That's also the Robusto size. Now, Walt, I guess the most interesting thing about this cigar was the packaging. the spiffy blue neon lighted humidor, correct?
Yeah.
Now, do you know how it's powered? Is it?
No, that was from what I understand, that was one of the biggest complaints from retailers was that from what I understand, it takes 6 AAA batteries, and being in a retail outlet like that, everyone wants to lift up the lid and look at the lights. And one of the biggest complaints that I've been reading was that the batteries are dying in a day or two. And
day or two?
Well, you got to think about that lid constantly being lifted up, and
do the lights
and
just turn on when you open the lid, or?
Well, I would think it's just like your refrigerator. You never know unless you close the door. But I would assume that they shut off when the lid closes.
Okay. Now, and this humidor comes with its own built-in humidipack or something like that keeps it at 70%, 68, 70, something like that.
I'm not sure. I think it might come with something for humidity. I know it does come packaged with a hygrometer, but I'm not sure what they do for humidity. They probably include a little packet, like a Boveda packet or something like that. I also was told that it comes with a neoprene carrying case, which makes it like a dual-use sort of travel humidor or just desktop unit. So I haven't actually seen one, but I was told that they actually come with the neoprene case.
Yeah, the only time I've seen pictures of it is from the pictures posted on cigarlive.com. Daniel with his pictures of it. That's the only pictures I've seen of it. So, it's nice. Have you looked on eBay or anything like that to see what they're going for, or what you've heard other people are paying just for the empty box?
Well, I heard an outrageous price of $80 for the empty box in one instance, but other than that, I have no idea what they're actually going for.
Wow, $80. That's a little steep. But I guess if you spend $220 for a box of cigars, and you could turn around and get some of your money back, I guess, just by selling the empty box. So I guess it's not too bad.
Well, yeah, I guess that's one way of looking at it. But I would just think about just imagine how much it's pushing up the retail value. I mean, they can't, as far as I know, they can't get just like replacement bundles. Because I just recently saw bundles of the Old World Reserve. I guess they come bundled so that you can restock that fancy humidor with the Old World Reserves. But from what I understand, the Vision doesn't have that option. You've got to buy the whole unit, and it must really drive the retail price up. And it's a shame because even if they resell the box to get some of their money back, well, they're not going to knock the price off the MSRP and sell you the singles any cheaper.
So what do you think so far, Walt? Flavor profile wise, what do you?
Mine's burning really well. I'm really happy with that. Volume of smoke's great. It's real smooth, but the only thing it tastes right now is just it's really spicy, and I like it. So far, it's doing real well.
Well, yeah, I'm getting that same spicy taste, a little more of a woodsy flavor, like a cedary type flavor, but I can see where you're going with that spiciness there. Nothing too overpowering, but you could tell it's there. But like yours, mine's burning great, burning real even, good draw. So far, it's a great cigar. Is it worth the what do we say, $12 range, double-digit range cigar? I don't think it's there yet, but it's still real early on. So maybe once it gets to the second, third, that it'll pick up there. All right, so let's take a little break, and Walt and I will plug away at our CAO Vision Catalyst, and we'll come back and check in with you in a little bit. Stay tuned. Well, Walt and I, we're back, and we're still plugging away at our CAO Vision, the Catalyst size. And you know what? When we were taking a break there, I did some searching here on eBay, and it looks like the box, the used, I guess it's called the Sensei box, whatever. It's going for about $70 on eBay here. So Man, battery's not included. So what do you think, Walt? How's it going so far?
Well, I've got a little bit of a crooked burn going. I had to touch it up a little bit, but aside from that, it's doing really good. I'm starting to get that woody flavor that you were talking about earlier. I think I'm not quite as deep into the cigar as you are, but I've still got a consistent and smooth spice, especially when I blow it out of my sinuses. It's so far I'm really happy with it. I like it.
Yeah, I gotta agree. Mine's still a really good even burn here. Nice medium bodied, I would say. Definitely the woodsy flavor is probably the dominant flavor, along with a natural tobacco taste. And still, I still get a hint of that spice Walt was talking about early on. But yeah, I mean, everything's going so far great with this cigar. I don't have any complaints about the flavor profile or the way the cigar smokes. I'm not sure it's going to live up to the double-digit price tag that it's demanding, but I'm pretty sure that the double-digit price tag that it is demanding is just maybe your B&M trying to recoup a lot more of the cost for them, or try to make more of a profit off of it, which is nothing wrong with that, but it really just puts a damper on the cigar, knowing that it's a really good cigar, but that price tag's a little steep there for a good cigar like this.
Well, that and CAO has a reputation for really pushing the advertising on their cigars. So you really got to pay for the marketing that goes into this, because I don't know whether you remember or not, but a while back when they were first talking about the CAO Vision, they had that professionally done commercial. Or I don't know whether you should really call it a professionally done commercial or not, because I would think that most commercials are professionally done, but it looked like an advertisement for a Honda. It was it was just a real smooth and crisp commercial. It looked like it was a high end commercial. They really paid for quality to go into that, and someone's got to pay for that in the end. So I guess that $14 or so really is justified in some aspects of it.
See, CAO is also the one who does the Sopranos line, right? Or that's one. Was that Camacho?
No, that's CAO.
CAO is the Sopranos line too. Okay, so they're the marketing. They're more of a marketing company than a cigar company, probably. No, but all seriousness, I'm really enjoying the cigar. It's kind of I love the medium bodiness of the cigar. I'm a big medium bodied cigar kind of guy. Fantastic construction, fantastic draw. I mean, it's almost near flawless, I would say, and good flavors. I mean, just that price tag. I'm not sure how much, if I'm going to go, even though I like it, how likely I am to go somewhere and see it and still want to pick it up.
I'm trying my best to put that price tag out of my mind so that just so that I don't get distracted by it too much, because it really is a big distraction, and it's tough to rate a cigar or review a cigar when you know that it's very expensive, because you expect a lot more from it than you would, say, a $4 cigar. So it really does play with your mind, and it's all there. I mean, you keep thinking, well, the flavor's good, but is it $14 good? And you just kind of get this thing going in your head where you're kind of going back and forth. Well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I just try to push it out of my mind so that I can just kind of enjoy the cigar.
Yeah, and even more high expectation for a cigar is just how long we had to wait for the cigar. We kept hearing about it. And then they came out with the video, and they came out with the website with the countdown and everything. It was just this big lead up to it. So your expectations are already high, and then you factor in the price tag, and your expectations get even higher for the cigar. But I definitely think it lived up to its expectation. I know Bob and Dale, they weren't too happy with the one they got from RTDA, blah, blah, blah. And but like most of the cigars, like when they got the Oval Reserve from RTDA, they all looked kind of rushed, like they were rushed to get them out in time for RTDA. So
that was the big what did he call that? That was the the stem incident.
Right, the stem incident, right.
Yeah, that one had the stems in it.
Right. So, but I have nothing bad to say about the cigar, minus the price.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. It's going pretty well. I mean, my only complaint right now is, remember how I told you the cap was, it looked like it was rushed. It wasn't really on in one spot. That kind of keeps getting stuck on my lip, and I'm pulling it away a little bit, and I got to keep pressing it back down. But aside from that, it's going real well. No big complaints so far.
And the price tag wouldn't be that bad if Daniel just keeps sending it to us. So maybe we could convince Daniel to just keep sending them our way. There's my ploy again for more free cigars. All right, well, so let's take a break, and we'll come back and we'll check in again in a little bit here. So stay tuned, folks. All right, well, Walt and I are back, and we're getting, I don't know where Walt is, but I'm getting close to finishing off my CAO Vision, the catalyst size, and I was a little worried there at first because the band seemed a little stubborn to come off at first, but it just took a little extra care to take it off, and so it came off in really good shape real easily once I got my stubby little fingers underneath it to get it off. So it's in really great shape, and I'm going to plan on adding it to my cigar dossier along with the foot label here, foot band with the numbered cigar. So Walt, what do you think, man? Final impressions?
Well, I had the same little bit of a trouble getting the band off as you did. But as soon as I kind of got my fingernail under it, it popped free, and it actually came off in real good shape. It'd be perfect to put in your cigar dossier. But the draw seems to be getting a little firmer. But aside from that, construction's real well. The cap hasn't been bothering me too much. It's not really sticking to my lip anymore. I guess I finally got it, pressed firmly enough down that it's not going to pop free. I'm still getting a little bit of spiciness. I'm getting that woody flavor, and it just tastes rich and almost mildly sweet. It's it's real good so far.
Now, if let's say it's looking at your smoking time frame here, what time of day you smoke cigars? What type of cigars? Where would this fit in time of day wise for you, Walt?
I think maybe right after I got home from work, maybe right before dinner. Would probably fit in real well. It's not real. It's not strong enough to kind of carry you through, after a big dinner. When it's not mild enough to have, more towards the afternoon. So I think kind of mid-evening, early evening would work out real well.
Yeah, definitely. While you just get home from work, sitting outside or something, just taking in the sun before dinner's done. I definitely agree. It's a nice medium bodied smoke here, and I definitely agree. I definitely agree with you on the flavor profile. Definitely woodsy flavors seems to be the dominant flavor. Nice natural tobacco and a scent of woodsy coming off the smoke. Great construction. I mean, you really can't. I haven't had any problems with the construction, and like we've said earlier, it's a really good cigar. If it wasn't for the price tag, I wouldn't hesitate to pick up a lot more of these and somehow fit it into my rotation. So hopefully, maybe once the hype settles down, maybe prices will start to come down. That's what I'm hoping for, at least.
Yeah, we can only hope.
Yeah, but it seems like prices only go one way, and that's up.
But yeah, I think that maybe $8 would maybe be a real good price for that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would definitely pay $8. $8 would seem like a reasonable price for the CAO Vision here. Do you know how many other sizes this comes in? I think 2 other sizes, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's 3 total.
3 total. Yeah. So I had it up somewhere here, but I took it off. But I think 3 sounds about right. Now I haven't seen any of these in my local B&Ms. Walt hasn't seen any, so. If you should see them, I definitely think you should bite the bullet and pick it up just to try. And I'm pretty sure you won't be disappointed with your results. It's just that whole price thing.
Yeah. I think. I mean, just for a novelty item, I think it might be worth picking up because I've got cigars that I probably won't smoke, but they're just nice to have one just in case a special occasion pops up. And I think at $14, this would kind of fall into that category where I'd buy it, probably not to smoke it right now. I'd probably save it for a special occasion. But I would definitely consider this to be a novelty cigar at $14.
Hey, Walt, man, you got your wedding coming up in a few months, man. This would be a great party gift, wedding gift to give to all your guests.
Oh yeah, go over real well.
Walt, one thing we didn't touch on. Do you know if these are a limited release cigar or if these are something that's going to be part of CAO's everyday lineup?
Well, they'll probably be limited to so many a year, but you will probably see them for a little while. I don't think they'll be going anywhere.
Good. All right. Well, Walt, I think that's going to do it for us for our second joint video review here. Hopefully we didn't run too long. I don't think we did. I know that was the big complaint with our first one.
Yeah, I think so. It was the length.
So hopefully we kept the length down here and made this an enjoyable experience. So for Walt, I'm Jerry Cruz. We're both from the StogyReview.com, and until next time, folks, long ashes.